Wababooey. Test, 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 test. Hopefully that's good. Welcome back, everybody. Appreciate you guys coming in. Today what we're gonna be doing is starting up our project once again in GameMaker, even though it gave us some sass. Let's go ahead and start things up by cloning the project, recloning it rather, from GitHub. Gotta find your project. Let me see here. I believe it's called... I hope it's the right one. It could be this, and it could be... Oh shit, where is it? Should be like Radiant Click. I'm gonna guess it's this actually. I hope it's that one. Whatever it is, I pushed definitely right before I cleaned GameMaker. Unfortunately, there was a few things in GameMaker that... Let me just turn this down a little bit. There was a few things in GameMaker that weren't working correctly. Unsure, haven't worked in some time. Um, 25, 24. It's not this one. I hope it's not that one. Because if we have to redo some stuff, I am not going to have a good time. Let me just go and look through here some of these other ones. What's this one? Thawed Waters. Oh, yeah. No. Shit, I don't remember. Let me look. I really hope. These are my top repositories. Some tutorial open to... it must have been this one. Okay. Medieval mini cutter. Okay. Me. That one. Thank you, sir. This one. We'll give it a second before I move over. Yep. So with this one, I'm going to just close it, I guess. Find it in here and remove it. Okay. Load it up through GameMaker. You know what? Let me put up YouTube just in case if anybody wants to come in, say hi. You never know. Open. Should be good. Oh, shit. I'll check periodically. This is not working anymore. I need to redo the extension. Let me go Tools, Import. And we're going to find this in Downloads. This one. We're going to add them all, import, replace all, import. Project tool successful. Now this should be that color, good, red. And I can't remember what we were doing last. Let me go ahead and close out everything. I think I was just on the brink of starting the new character. Project game, debug controller, I like that. Just made this, a buddy of mine was telling me. Should probably have a debug controller so that way you can debug your game without having to make sure that you come back in and delete everything. So everything's working as it should. Let me see. I'll run it like no. Before I run it, let me do included files, GameMaker, GM Live. I mean, run that external. Allow. Cool beans. Run it. Now it should show 1. Once it gets done building. I don't remember what we were doing last. There's a lot of things that I need to do for polish, making the game better. And you know, I keep getting stuck on the art. Once the art comes into play, I just get stuck because I want the game to be beautiful and perfect and looking good, and it just doesn't. I need to put a lot of these dishes away, but for now. Maybe there was an issue. Let me take a look at the output here. Compiling, compressing, writing. Not too sure. Let me take a look at Windows compilers. Yep. It's been doing that. Has been installed now. Okay. Run it again. There we go. And then in this, still 0 clients. It's not good. Let me run it again. Now that it's been installed. I don't think I hit build. That was its own thing. Whatever, that's fine. Let me exit again. Okay, we'll stop. Bam, back in it. Okay, run it. We should see 1. That's what I'm talking about. Okay. Let me go ahead and just play the game, see what it's like. It's been a little bit. Pow, pow, pow. Right, I was testing something there. I can't remember what. Boss time. Now the boss doesn't look too good, not too fun. This is a little glitchy. I was gonna replace it with some something. There shouldn't be a time limit, and now that we're past it, why is there not more? Where's all the enemies at? Does it say what wave we're on? Wave cleared. Shot. Start. Did I die? It's so hard to tell. I think if I touch him, I die. It was wave clearing 2 times. I don't like that. I'm going to fix that. There's a lot of little bugs. A lot of bugs I got to fix. Okay. Well, let me fix those. So many things. Okay. One thing at a time. Why are we on boss wave at the second wave? Let's find that out. Enemy. Should be a spawner. Spawn controller. Okay. Starts on 1. Okay. Alright, so it looks like we've changed the order. So it is going to spawn on wave number 1. Or, you know, it starts wave 1. Bam. Wave 2. Now it's going to be a boss because we're doing it this way. A little bit easier. Got you. No problem. Boss is spawned. You defeat the boss. Go to the next one. Now, going from 2 to 6 won't work. It needs to... So it's only testing for the boss, and then afterwards it's done. So we fixed that asterisk. Okay. Well, now that we fixed that, well, what's the next thing? Boss looking scuffed and not playing well and all this other stuff. Not worried about it because I'm going to be redoing the boss entirely tomorrow. But after that, now what happens? I don't like that it says wave cleared twice. Let's fix that. I believe that would be here. Battleground. Wave cleared. Is that me over? Okay, so instead of 2 seconds, I'd like the remaining time. I want these as global variables. And then I want this to be over here. This is in seconds, so I want to do... You're not in seconds, right? You are in seconds, sick. You're not in seconds. I need you to be in seconds, so divided by seconds. So that's 2.3, and we want to do... Maybe minus 0.1. And also, instead of wave cleared, I'd like to do... wave what cleared? We'll do wave... current... I don't know what it's called, but we're gonna find out right meow. Just wave number. And that needs to be a string. And space. Let's give it a shot. So I guess today we're just kind of looking at the project, figuring out what's what, fixing little bugs here and there. That's not correct. This is every frame. Interestingly enough, though, it would be like right at the very end, right? But this kind of feels like it's in the center. Here we'll do. Bow. Oh, nuts. Max time in. I said before reading. Respawn controller. Max time in. In the step event, 128. It's because you're trying to use the other. These are now globals. That's cool. Won't fix this though. What does end wave entail? Current time. Let me see it one more time. Pow. No, just weird. Why is it taking so long? Where's the fade? Where that fade at, though? I actually have no clue. I think we can do this. Save it. Rerun. Well, run it here. We gotta redo this though. Bam, bam, man. That's another thing I gotta fix. Piece of shit. I do remember that was a bug. Restarting the game and then trying to hit play does not work. So here in a couple seconds. 3, 2, 1. Okay. Okay. So the fading is not part of this. Bam, save. And yeah. So where's the black screen then? Is wave over is equal to true. Bam. Items on floor. Nothing here indicates. Let me do a search. See if we can find something else. Spawn controller, display screen. Display screen early on. Where's this at? And run, no, not there. Is this anything? Exit, no. Ba bum 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 ba da dum ba da da dum. I can't tell. Where the hell is it at? Let me just look up fade. It's not gonna be here, I don't believe. Don't believe so. Battleground player, all that bullshit. Abilities, player gold. This is the normal HUD. No, I don't know. Okay, let me. Or are we going to end wave? I mean, end run? I'm gonna do this. I thought end run was just the end bit there. No. The only thing I can think of is here. Doesn't make any sense though. Let me run it in debug. I guess find out. I guess at the end of the run. Am I setting it to that? We about to find out. Like 2, 1, 0. Now we are, but So it looks like that whole time we're not even fading. We're gonna start to fade. And I guess that makes sense, but it's like a little bit confusing now that I'm getting back into the project. Ooh, 400 FPS. That is not good. $350, 400 FPS. Interesting. Might have to profile and check it out at some point. But it's fine. There's bigger fish to fry at the moment. For now, I'm gonna redo this bit here. And run, silly me. Battleground here. I just want a has if. Yes, I know. If has set and run wave set cleared wave text, and I'll do B. Two lines, I'm gonna go this. On a couple of things, we need to set this. Display screen. And then we need to reset this. So I guess we can reset it here and wave. Object display screen dot. Beautiful. Sorry for that. Only one should ever pop up. Yes. Let me see it again, because I was only looking for one thing. Pow. Okay. I do want it a little bit longer, though. For another train. Sometimes there's music. The music that I'm currently listening to, the lo-fi, just rhythmic bullshit that's a little bit like elevator music, kind of gets to me because I'm thinking about like other stuff. Oh, there it is. So I want, in fact, plus maybe 0.3. Shit, maybe 0.6. Let's give it a shot. Wave cleared. Still. Are you fucking with me? way too slow, I'm telling you. Total time you're in seconds, right? You son of a bitch. Total time seconds. I should see a times. You're not even being used. You're not even used anywhere. Oh, you got me fucked up. Okay. I'm gonna put this back to 0.1. That is infuriating. But I'm glad to know it's a smaller bug. Okay. Smaller issue. Okay. But now let's do this to really sell it. Oh, why did I hit replay? I wanted to, the whole thing was to see if GM Live was working again. That's fine, we can still redo this. We'll just go in the reverse order. So if it's too long. It's not, and I don't know why. Yeah. Create text animation. You better be in fucking use. Good. It's so fast. Why is it so fast? It's because fade time is different than max time till end. Don't know if that'll fix it. Obviously, without doing that, I could reverse this little comment here and left that max time in there. It should be the same for this text one. Good. good. Mm. Okay. I believe it'll work. But I did set it to like 20 seconds or some shit. So what I'll do now is actually just bring it there. Save. Continue. It should work. Pow. Yes. I can't remember if that looks... I don't remember if that looks good or not. But, oh, I did just add a couple of seconds. I was supposed to subtract. But I'm gonna go with, bam, maybe 0.5. Give that a shot. Because again, for some reason, that's another bug. Whenever I hit restart, hit play, I can't actually continue the run for some reason. I think it's probably because I'm not resetting some kind of global variables. And all the global variables, I just don't know. I'm too unsure. Let's do bam. Let's check this, and then I'll fix that. Looks a little scuffy. Too scuffy. I think it is minus that I need. I think it's because it saves what's on the screen. But let me just find out. Let me do plus 5. And it should stay on the screen forever. No, it faded entirely. It just looks worse because I'm doing black, and so it pops more. I'm not too sure what I want. We'll just kind of play around with it and see what looks good. It feels like it comes back. This shouldn't do anything. I was not even paying attention. It looks completely gone, and then it's back. I wonder if it's because we're resetting it here. So now it'll only happen one time. But it would recreate it, I feel like, instead. So it shouldn't be the issue, but we're gonna find out. Nope. I just don't know. But it's not that big of a deal. I mean, I could make it go further in or a little bit further out and it looks good. So we'll just do minus the 1 and that should be good. Now I'm going to find out why I can't restart and then hit play and like actually get into a game. We're going to have to like reset some values, some variables. Cool. Now I want to restart. Okay. I wonder if it's because I'm in no, this look great. Yeah, looks like it has something to do. Has something to do with GM Live updating. We could make this look a lot nicer if we, instead of hover over, you have to click on these. So whenever you click on that, it'll switch over. And we can make it where the background it moves out, the new one moves in. These ones, I don't know what would be coolest. Maybe just a fade out, fade in. These ones, fade out, fade in for the name. And then these ones maybe go boop, 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 beep, 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 beep. You know, that could be cool. Whew. Seeing all this stuff, oh my gosh, yeah, I feel like I'm being overwhelmed. A lot of bugs, and I'm feeling sleepy. I understand one task at a time. You know what? One task at a time. But damn, I didn't get to any of this, dude. I was ambitious, but I just stopped working on it. I tried the whole list. Just gonna organize this, and then I might skedaddle and get a little bit of food here, and I'll probably do another couple of bugs fixes just off stream. Make waves 15. I think I already did that. No. It's a 4. I don't know if I actually need this. I'm gonna archive that. Summon boss, add sound effects for everything, fix the enemy mage and the mini boss. Not too sure what's wrong with the enemy mage, but I'll put that in bugs. Holy shit. Level selection, maybe we'll choose it, does nothing at the moment. Pow. Lock all other characters' difficulties. For an alpha. Underlying text cards, they look good. think I got that done. Let me well, I can't really play. Let me just do this to make it to where I have more money. Shmoney. Actually, it's already done for me. Cool. I'm gonna get some crit chance, and I'll just check it. It wouldn't be too hard to do, so I'm not really worried about it. Damn, I almost died. I almost died. I didn't even remove this little HUD thing. Money. Fresh does not cost money. I can only do it once. That's not good. Alright, that should be good. Crit chance. Pow. Okay. There was an exclamation mark. Beautiful. And I'm going to change cover, because it's now done. There is another bug. At the end of wave, player can get stuck in a scale, X scale from squash. I'm also going to move some of these. Down will be all the plus, or the finished stuff. So let's go ahead and move these down. Move them on down. So now that you're looking at it, it's looking a lot better. Lock out other characters, realign text on cards so they look good. Current cards are implemented and working correctly. Card stuff. All style implementation. This is kind of some bullshit. I think I actually fixed that, or did it. Can't do that anymore. We've switched it to time-based. On one aspect. Technically, those are all done. I like that. The colors look good. I could even remove the mage, in fact, as an enemy type for now. Yeah. Sound effects for everything. I'm pretty close to an alpha. And that's pretty exciting. I think if I really buckle down, I could have the 3 main bosses done this week. I say done, but fleshed out, I guess. Fine-tuned another week. Still gonna take me like 3 weeks because I have the rest there and bugs. If I just go ham bone, 2 weeks. 2 weeks from now, I can do this. Two weeks from now, I can have an alpha. It's just gonna take whatever time it takes. That's all it is. Things are just gonna take the time that it takes. That's it. I'm gonna get some food. I'm gonna go off stream. I'm gonna do my thing. But I'm going to fix some more bugs, do some more work. Exciting stuff. Thanks so much for watching. Save your work. Take care, guys.